start the recording, and you may start your engines discussing what you will do.
Well, as I was saying, I think the plan was we were gonna follow the green track here, follow the hunter.
Yep, I think that sounds
I
about
agree.
right to me.
Okay. Well, party's current location is Crocto's Token here at the near the crater, and that means you're going to move north. You're going to skirt the circle so you don't absorb any radiation, because radiation is bad for you.
Not sense motive, my bad.
Birds flying
The
around,
tracks.
paranoid that the trees are lying to him.
Do the tracks seem deceitful?
Yes.
Where is it? Stealth. Oh, there it is.
Oops.
Okay. Well, you guys have spent most of your day here investigating this scene, figuring out what you're going to do. So I'll give you one hex of movement, whichever direction you like, and then we're going to camp. Okay. It's not that well
Purposely
marked.
put us near the water.
Okay. It's not that well marked on the map, but you are getting into a more forested area. So I have given you guys a foresty campsite. Like I said, your vision may be a little weird. The vision mod busted this week, so we're without that. But let me know if you can't see.
I can see around the fire, and that's about it.
Yeah. Does Nomcath have any kind of dark vision?
Nah, I got low light, so
Okay.
that's what I kind of expect.
Okay.
And my vision looks fine.
Yeah.
I can see.
Those of you that have dark vision should be fine. Ulfred Tokala, Hirsick, Olbrin's vision is incredible. You can see most of the map. And then I think Krokta and Nomcath, you're low light.
Well,
McGinnis is a dark vision item. So his dark vision is functional. Okay. And I know you guys tell me every week, but remind me what first, second, third watch is.
Alfred and McGinnis in first.
Nomcath and Oberyn in second.
I think me and
Croctaw.
Crocta, yeah, he's changed his character so many times.
Hey now.
Croctaw third. I'm
you're being a dick to
sorry.
call out. It's actually
You're
not
not
Crocta anymore. I have a
Wow.
fourth character today. You just missed
Wow.
Damn. Missed
Way to
it.
go, drunk Tokala.
Way
Fucking
to
flip the party
miss-
over again.
I hate
it.
all of
Misname
you.
my character.
Okay.
I did the prestige class, the one that can make brew. I forget what
Oh,
it's
okay.
called, like brewmaster.
Oh no.
I dare you. I dare you to proceed with that.
No, what happened was, is you guys dug up some treasure. It happened to be a wish ring with one wish left, and Tokala wished that Chug was a real boy. And so
Oh,
that's your new
transform
character is
Crocta.
Chug. Yeah.
I can't be Chug. I can't live up to your Chug voice. Too much pressure.
Just basically watch any interview with Chris Evans. Okay?
Is that what Chris? Is that what he sounds like?
All of the cast of all of the Marvel movies can do a really good Chris Evans impression, and they're always like, dude, bro, it's just the way it's gotta be, you know? Yeah. Captain America sounds like a stoner Chad when he's not being Steve Rogers. Okay. So, let's do this. Interesting. All right. Tell me who is on the first watch.
That's
McGinnis and,
yep.
Okay. Perceptions, please. First watch.
Is Hearsay on any watches?
Yeah, you gonna put him on a watch?
I am not, but I could be.
He has been just, sleeping the whole night through very comfortably.
It has been great. I will tell you.
We'll put him on Takala's watch.
Okay. Okay. Now let me see here. I gotta do some sneaky, underhanded GM rolls. You just never know. Yep, yep.
You just.
we're dead, confirmed.
Confirmed dead. 100% super dead.
You really just never know. You really.
Okay. And second watch. Perceptions. Not your best.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say. I read the numbers backwards and thought I rolled a 16 plus a 2. It's like, that ain't right.
Who else's second watch? Is it Olbrin? Do I need to
Oberon.
click
yep.
him? Okay. I click him.
Yeah, don't forget to get +5 for hearing, so.
Oh, let me.
And that was hidden. Yep, there it goes.
You get +5 for hearing base. Yeah,
Yep,
I see
got
that.
those fancy. I got those fancy earphones.
Okay. All right. You do some crappy underhanded GM stuff here.
I actually just found a Brewmaster archetype. It
Get
looks
out.
hilarious.
Get out of there. Get out of
It's
there.
prestige, right?
Get out of there.
Or
It
is
looks
it
like
an
some.
archetype of alchemist?
It looks like some sort of home. It's a Brewmaster monk, so it looks like some sort of home
Oh.
brew, but still, it looks hilarious.
Okay. We are going to, unfortunately, have a surprise round, and need everybody to roll initiative.
Dang it. Nice Olbrin.
Wow. That,
20,
sir,
20, 20, 24.
Kala,
that,
what
sir,
did you
is a 4.
have faith for Takala to roll the 2? Oh.
Ooh.
Every goddamn time.
Hey,
He
but you-
literally cannot roll
But
a
look,
20.
you break the tie between you and Alfred with
You
your
beat
.01.
That's right. I'm better than you, Wilfred, and I always will be.
That's the takeaway. That's our takeaway, ladies and gentlemen.
Me and him, we've been in a competition for the bottom ever since forever.
The competition for the bottom is fierce. Might even say that you guys are power bottoms, initiative wise.
Damn it! I was just gonna make that joke.
Power bottom.
Okay. Nomcats.
Actually, we wouldn't be super blessed right now, would we?
Yeah, it's probably off by now. It's only
Correct.
9 hours.
It is evening time, so you do not. Oh no, you don't have super bless. Oh no,
Shit.
Hashtag not blessed.
look at this
Sad face.
bummer. All right.
And McGinnis. Okay, here I was about to say.
Yeah, there we go.
McGinnis.
We got it. Okay. Nomcath and Olbrin hear this a little too late, but they hear a building vibration, sort of humming sound. There's a rush of wind, and a lot of leaves rustling, and large creatures come whipping through the trees, attacking you. And they look like gigantic wasps. Everybody's favorite. And they are going to come in and attack Nomcath. But you have, I believe, Uncanny Dodge.
Yeah, that I do. So and being on watch, I would be in armor, so I have my full AC.
Okay. Let me switch to public mode here. You do have your full AC. That's true. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. Take that.
Is that
That
Sting?
misses.
The picture, that is Sting. It is a Sting with the picture of Sting.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Carry on.
Okay. As long as we're not being silly at all, you know.
Mm.
This one flies in and stings Krokta, who is asleep, I think.
I do not have armor on either.
You must make a DC 16 fort save. You made it.
Easy peasy.
You are not paralyzed.
Do I take half damage, or that's just for the paralyzed?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is intentional or not, but that token is under the tree. I can't see it.
Yeah, it is. The tree cover is a bit too intense, I'm finding. So,
Okay,
I'm,
so
I
that
may
actually
back
does-
down the... Yeah.
I was just curious to see if that was a vision thing or not. So yeah, okay.
No,
that's
you can
interesting.
still see it, right?
No, I cannot see it. If I move, like if I move here,
Then
the
you
tree
can.
fades out and I can see.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which is it's interesting.
I'll adjust that. No, I was trying to make a cool tree cover effect, but if it's just blocking you guys from seeing things, your character can definitely see that stuff.
Yeah.
In fact,
Sorry, Toby, did you say I should do full or half? I wasn't clear. when you said
full
half.
damage, but you're not paralyzed.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Let's see. I can do. Why don't I just do this and move this tree back? Okay. You see him better now? I hope.
I wandered into the kitchen, so yeah, I can see him.
Okay, cool. This one zips in and tries to sting Sleepy McGinnis. Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Oh. Oh.
Because he is a sleepy boy, that probably confirms.
That's gonna leave a mark.
His flat-footed AC is 16, so yeah, and he's prone. And you need to make a DC 16 fort save, sir.
Okay.
McGinnis is paralyzed.
That just means you get to do more work during this combat.
More money laundering. Launder my money. Not, don't divest me from Russia. Divest me from Russia right away.
And extra starch on that too.
Yeah, I want it all. I want all my money invested in Turkish surface-to-air missiles. Okay, Mega Wasp. Coming in to murder Ulbrin. Ah!
Jesus.
God damn!
What are the odds? What are the odds? It's gonna be all right. He made his fort save. He refuses to be paralyzed. Okay. And this one.
Does McGinnis not take that full 35 because of his 20 acid energy resist?
True, he doesn't take the acid resistance. He doesn't take the 7 acid. The acid actually doesn't crit. Or whatever
Yeah,
he
does
had.
he sleep in the skin of Gravella?
It's a cloak. You would sleep in it to keep warm. And it's think of it like a
Oh, yeah.
a crazed, diseased, mutated half-orc alchemist in his late 50s spooning you all night.
Yummy.
Who wouldn't want
And
that?
it's
Yeah.
that girl that he said he dreams of though while he's spooking.
All right, this one stings Sleepy Tokala. Ooh. Sleepy Tokala's flat-footed is 14. He can hit you with that. Make me a fort save. I know you have to roll a 1 to fail. And you didn't. You're fine.
I'm an absolute champion at all saves.
Absolute unit at saves. Yeah, you're like a paladin practically.
Practically.
Yeah.
I've made sure of it.
Yep. Meanwhile, McGinnis's will save. Ulfred. I think you absorbed most of that acid with no damage,
yeah.
but the piercing hurts. And the fort save, please.
Oops.
Okay. And this is for Hearsick. Oh, yeah, totally. Hearsick will need to make me a fort save or be paralyzed. Come on, Dex characters. I can count on you. Oh, he made it exactly.
Ah.
Okay. Takala, you are asleep no more. You have been stabbed, and the wound is burning like fire, and you feel the venom coursing through your veins, slowing you, but you wake up angry and fight through it.
All right, so I've got one next to me.
Yep.
But doesn't it provoke to stand up?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, you know, I'm a Chad.
Chad, stand up, I believe. Chad protocol. Chad protocol dictates that you stand up and provoke that AOL. You don't care.
Yeah, because Chads don't worry about little things like little bee sting.
You know what? Chads provoke. They do. You can quote me on that. Chads provoke.
Chads provoke. All right, so he stands up.
Ulfred also, by the way, big Chad. Ulfred provokes all the time. Gives zero shits.
Absolute unit.
Absolute unit dwarf, Chad dwarf provokes. And it rolled a 1 because you stood up like a fucking Chad. You stood up like a Chad and it had this golden opportunity to sting you in the face, but you stood up so slow it missed.
Literally couldn't hit me because of how Chad I was.
You stood up in such a relaxed and normal fashion, not even alarmed. And it just didn't expect you to just do that.
Just looks at him and goes, "Sup, bro?" And just wrecks him.
Okay. Stands up in his jammies with the chainsaw, I presume.
Well, 18 hit, that's pretty low.
Nope. You bring the chainsaw around and try to slam it down on its carapace, and it actually pulls its head partially into its chest, like backs it up a little bit. And you notice that their main chest plate, their central body part, which I forgot the name of, is so heavily armored the chainsaw scratches off of it.
Yeah, so Takali on the... Oh! I'll get you next time.
Yeah. Sleepy Chad. What does this fucking Chad do?
Oh, it's on now, you big beastie. And I pick up my stuff. Can I pick up my shield and hammer at the same time? Or
Because you are a dwarf and an utter psychopath, I assume that you sleep with your hammer and your shield like laying next to you. So
yeah,
you may do a move action and stand up with them, but you're unarmored, remember?
right. Hold on. Let me, I have too much stuff on my sheet. It's hard to find it.
No.
Alright, I'll move, stand up then.
I blame, frankly, Tokala, because without the muleback cords, you guys would have way less shit on you. So the fact that you can't find your stuff is purely his fault.
Alright, I Chad vote.
You provoke the sting. You can make another fort save.
Yep.
Ooh, how much acid resistance do you have?
10.
Oh, fuck. You just tanked 10 damage. Nice. Tank it.
Yep. 3.
And you exactly make the fourth save. Ooh, Ulfred felt that one, though. He felt that one nearly knock him back out. Like, you just woke up and you're a little groggy, but it hurt. And that was ultra, ultra powerful acid, but Bri protected you. And by your own strength alone, you're saved from just passing right back out.
You big bastard.
And that will
Wow.
not penetrate his armor. Tokala has praised a particular type of French cheese.
Oh, how do you spell bri?
Brigh.
Okay.
Irish, not French.
But, you know, brie's pretty good too.
Brie's really good. Praise Brie. Praise Brie.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag super blessed. Praise Brie. Okay. Top of the round is Nomcath. No one is surprised, so normal actions, but you do still have to stand up.
All right.
Remember, Chad's
Um,
provoke.
Yeah. But I'm not a Chad.
Oh.
you're
I'm a
new.
rogue.
You're Noodle Arm Melvin.
I'm
Oh,
a
wow.
rogue.
These are the choices, Chad or Noodle Arm Melvin. There's no gray area.
So, thing is, I'm thinking is I want to do acrobatics and end up over here.
Okay. You will need to get past this first one, CMD, which is not too hard for you. And the second one, CMD +5, which is actually still pretty doable for you, I think.
Acrobatics.
Oh, yes. You easily escape this one, tumble right out from under another stinger attack as it swipes above your head. And you roll into a crouch. This one tries to, it sort of turns its head and its antenna wiggle at you for a second as you tumble in behind it. But it can't react quickly enough to get you.
And basically, I come up from the tumble, knives out, and go for a slash.
Go for him. You are flanking with Ulfred, the naked dwarf. I assume he sleeps in the nude.
Absolutely.
That does hit their AC, especially with your flank bonus. So let's do full and give me some sneak attack. There's the sneak attack. You stab him pretty hard. You notice that their shells are made of a great material. You're like, damn, that is clearly light enough for them to be a flying creature and yet very resistant. It was difficult to even get the dagger in that far. McGinnis is paralyzed for an awfully long time.
Oh.
Okay. This man, let's see. It is second watch, so you're not rested yet. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Where is the check? Oh, wow. You're really good at that. You see Olbrin from the ground, after being stung, turn over and immediately turn invisible. And that's going to allow him to then use his move action to stand up. I'm going to let him 5-foot hop that away. And he moves away from the bug, and the bug does not get an AOO because he's invisible. Croctop, welcome.
So, stand up and 5-foot step is a move?
Yeah, that will provoke.
Okay.
And you are, unfortunately, sir, I didn't realize this till now, you are within the reach of 3 of them.
Wish I would have prepared that DR thing. Question for you: is it windy? Or is it like no wind? Just I don't think it matters too much, but there's a spell that I'm gonna use that.
I'm going to roll publicly 1 to 100. 1 is no wind at all, and 100 is plenty of wind. 2.
Okay. I think it's still.
It's very
fine,
still.
even if it's no wind.
Okay.
Cool. So Crocodile will provoke from all 3.
Okay.
Oh, Proctor.
5-foot step for
Oh.
here.
Oh,
Let's see,
no.
so
Oh,
first
God.
one miss.
13 is a miss.
Second one is a hit. And it
Unfortunately
is confirmed.
confirms. And roll me a fort save versus that one. Made it.
Okay.
And that other one looks like another fort save.
And I only have to hit full for the critical damage, or full for damage and critical?
You want to hit full for critical damage.
Okay, awesome.
Because it did confirm. He got you pretty good.
That one.
And you made your save.
Mother.
Just barely.
Oh, I did? Okay, awesome.
Yeah. No, that's paralysis DC 16.
Okay, and then...
It
Shit,
basically is
so am
having
I
less
gonna-
effect on Tokala than the beer. So
Okay, and then I guess I'm going to provoke again if I cast a spell, huh? Because I'm still
Yeah,
in
you
range
would.
of that.
you would.
Do I provoke from just one of them?
At this point, you are still within reach of all 3 of them, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
You can make a concentration check. That's what Olbrin did.
Yeah, and I do have, is it combat casting?
Oh, yeah. Then you get a concentration check at +4.
+4, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You need like 15 plus double spell level.
Oh shit, but the spell level's really high, motherfucker. So double the spell level, you're saying?
Yeah. Let me make sure of that.
So I was gonna cast a level 5.
It's been a while. Olbrin happened to roll really good, so I didn't worry about it too much. But there we go. Concentration check. Casting defensively. 10 plus damage. $15 plus double spell level.
Never mind. Shit. In that case, I'll do something completely different.
Oh.
I'll just use another move action to get away from them. Oh, that's gonna provoke 2. Moving on that square, motherfucker.
They all already AOO'd you.
But then casting wouldn't provoke because they've already tried.
Yeah, they can't AOO the same target more than once. So they have a high dex, and they seem to be able to, like, they AOO'd both Olbrin and you, or they tried to, but they can't. I don't think they can AOO you twice, so you could actually throw the spell.
Alright, screw it. If they can, that's fine. But
Okay.
So this was my goal here. Control winds. So I was going to create a dead zone of air around the campfire and
Okay.
try to like include most of the people in it. Nomcath, sorry, you're going to be in the windy area, but then have the wind blow a downdraft blowing outwards
Okay.
from around the campfire, and I can increase it 3 for every 3 caster levels, 1 wind strength level.
Okay.
So since we had 0, I can get it up to windstorm,
Ooh.
which it says drives most flying creatures from the skies, uproots small trees,
Oh shit.
stuff like that. So
Oh shit.
I think Nomcath has to do a check because he's a medium. I'm looking at the windstorm stuff. He has to do a check to see if he can move against the wind, but he doesn't get this blown away.
How big is this spell? Range up to 40 feet away. Area
Yes.
40 foot per level radius. Cylinder 40 foot high.
So
That's so big.
That's so big. That's what she said. How? Like I don't see that you can make it smaller, right?
well, there's a thing where you can exclude the eye of 80 feet in diameter at the center. So I'm just trying to do a really small one right around us, around the campfire, and then I see what you're saying. It's going to be 40 feet every. I
Yeah.
didn't get to pick how many feet.
Not exact. I don't feel like it's that accurate. You actually create a fucking hurricane.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm just gonna blow everyone away again.
Oh,
That's my
yeah.
goal here. Just blow
Okay,
them out for
okay.
40 times 9.
I mean,
And
that works. That works for a druid. You know, these are just hunting for food, so just scare them away.
Drives flying creatures from the sky, uproots small trees, knocks down light wooden structures, tears off roof, and endangers ships. Makes sailing difficult, ship and building damage. I actually think this is fine. I don't think that this fucks anybody in the party.
Yeah, I think
this is
Nomcat just
very
can't
good at
walk easily against it. So.
this is good at fucking only them. I think it's good. That's what I'm reading. You may create an eye of calm air at the center, but if you do that, you won't hit them.
Well, no, he says,
no,
it
because I
says
do a
up
downdraft.
to 80 feet.
Yeah.
Well, it also says up to 80 feet, so he can do a
Up
smaller.
to.
You can do a smaller
Yeah.
eye in the middle, just big enough to keep
And
them.
you may choose to limit the area to any cylindrical area less than your full limit. So every time you cast a spell, you basically need to say how big you want the eye to be and how big you want the effect to be out to like 400 feet.
Yeah. Oh, so what do you guys think? Should we blow him? Just blow him the fuck away, or blow him enough that we can still kill him? I guess.
I mean,
Croctile
as
got
a-
this ambush, so she'll just blow him as far as she fucking can.
yeah, and as a druid, these are just
Yeah, animals.
crazy animals, but they're just animals hunting. I could very well see her choosing just to blow them away.
Yeah, real talk. Toby, the person, thinks all wasps are chaotic evil, and I'll fucking kill him. I'm Wasp Hitler. But in game terms, they're not evil. They're just creatures looking for food.
Yeah. So
That's
she just
how Croctile would view them.
backs up, gets fucked up by them for a little bit, but then just summons a storm in the area with a big downdraft. You guys feel all the crazy wind.
Well, for you guys, this is rather sudden. There's a sudden calmness in the wind, and then it's as if there is a 500-pound blanket dropped on your head, and you are all pushed down to your knees. Some of you stumble to the ground. You hear trees snapping, limbs snapping, leaves go flying off in every direction. It is deafeningly loud as this comes down. And the wasps are pushed because they are currently in flight. They are just forcibly pushed away from the camp, away from you guys. And because it comes on as such a shock, I'm not going to give you AOs for them like provoking as they withdraw. They're just blasted out of your reach before anybody can think. But this is the most awe-inspiring, frankly, display of power you've seen since Hellion exploded. Like this is an absolute thunderclap of power that drops down on your camp. And yeah, it's amazing. And it blows out your campfire.
But there's a circle. There's a calm air around it. That was like the main
right.
reason to do that.
Damn, blowing out the campfire was cool, but you ruined it, so I'll put it back.
So yeah, Nomcath would be the only one affected. If we want to go a little dramatic about it, I mean, Nomcath is
No, it's totally fine. You're right. Let's keep it
It
accurate.
would be awesome. Nomcat like grabs onto a tree.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I always see Nomcath the light, and he's kind of on his balls with his feet, so I could see, as a downdraft, I could see his feet getting blown out from underneath him. And he just literally drops his daggers and just like claws into a tree and is like flagging for a little bit until he comes down.
Yeah, and we're outside, so it won't. Without the light, Nomcath can still see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a heck of a turn. They are all blasted violently out of the camp. And how long does this shit last?
90 minutes.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Long
So
enough for them
we
to
can
decide
just
to
go back to bed. We're
somewhere
just like,
Holy fuck.
technically they got 4 saves, right? But
I mean, is that the first 5th level spell we've done this campaign? No. Ulfred's
I
done
did
one.
Fire Snake once.
Oh, Fire Snake's good too.
I did Righteous Might.
Yeah, Righteous Might's very good.
I did group grease.
Oh yeah, you did. Greater Grease.
Yeah, baby, grease them all up.
Okay, so So Connor
was way
Bane
more
technically
epic.
broke the seal on mega spells in this campaign,
he
but
greased the entire desert, every sand molecule.
but
Exactly.
Righteous Might could be mistaken for enlarged person. This is the most awe-inspiring display you've seen any of your party members do. The forest, I'm not going to sit here and do this to the map, but the forest around you is fucking flattened. And this wind is still blasting. It's like you are in the eye of a hurricane suddenly. And I'm just going to click end combat because the wasps cannot and will not. They could like land and crawl in against that, but they're not going to. They were blown away, and they're like, food, pick up food, take back to hive, hurricane, return to hive, return to hive, return to hive. They're like, we're out of here. Encounter defeated.
That was one of the most clever things I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. That's sick.
That was
Crocodile
fucking...
looks around a little bit and is like, oh, well, they startle me. I do feel a little bad, though. Look at all this devastation.
I mean, they nearly killed you, and you like panic dropped a hurricane on the party.
Here's
She
stands up.
looks a little embarrassed, though, because of all the plants and stuff she just destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Hersik stands up in a panic. He's like, guys, you remember how all day I've been saying that I forgot to tell you a thing? We pretend that I was saying that, and he goes, I just remembered the thing. It was that the first thing we saw was the wasp, and if you don't move out of the area, they will swarm you. So we maybe could have prevented this. Listen, you did the hurricane thing. That was very cool. But good. Yes, we will not speak
You're
of
a
this
wonderful
anymore.
guide. You're sick.
Thank you, Fraser.
Well, I assume that you will not want the hurricane to blast for the full 90 minutes.
Nah, she'll probably end it pretty quick.
There's some healing. I'll click it
10
on to
minutes.
Oh,
Olbrin.
thank you.
Yeah.
I am kind of worried it might alert others in the area.
Yeah, I'm afraid
I
that,
guess they
you
just
know,
think it's a random hurricane.
no, I'm without doubt, Gandalf just revealed himself to Sauron. Like, he knows where you are now.
A 30-second hurricane.
Now all
Well-
of Numeria knows we're here.
Yeah, when you guys look at this spot in the daytime, you're going to be like, this fucking spot is now visible for miles.
Sorry, guys. It's a known flaw I have. That if you wake me up during my REM cycle, I'm a little aggressive. Caught me off guard.
A
Bit of a
little.
blowhard.
Whoa.
Oh. Listen, man. The druids hit 9th level. He's starting to control the weather and shit.
Yep, he just did. And look, if you wake him up by stabbing him 4 times, wake her up by stabbing her 4 times, you get what you get, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Well, I guess you guys can go back to sleep now.
I think it's third watch. I'll stay up.
Yes. Me too.
Oh, okay. He tries to brush stuff out of his fur.
Oh, actually, do I need to go back to sleep? Because my second thing got interrupted. I didn't actually rest, right?
You guys will probably have your start delayed today, but you will all want to probably fully rest, I would assume.
Yeah. I think Takala, I think they won't bother us again. Generally, creatures like that will run away if they encounter a dangerous situation. I think I might have scared them. Or as you would say, demoralized them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty demoralizing when you're a flying creature and someone pushes you 400 feet away. No roll. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Head back to our map screen here.
And I think with that last channel, everyone should be healed up by the time we get.
Oh, you did a second one? Oh, that one's big. Yep.
Yeah.
Man, you can channel for 20 now? That's big boy.
5d6.
I'm actually. No, I'm still down a little, but it's alright. I think I have a potion.
Well, you're also going to get your rest, so.
Oh yeah, I did. I clicked it. Still. That's alright. I'll drink a potion.
Don't drink a potion. You should have gotten 2.
Yeah. Also,
Good lord.
Good lord.
There
It's
we go.
almost
Yeah.
max.
I'm literally a hairy heal bot.
Yes.
You heal pretty good for a Chad.
I'm a switch.
Okay. And so today I need to know who is our primary tracker. You can have 2 assistants, and we need a tracking check.
Oh, I could definitely use help tracking it. I mean, if we're going slow, yeah, Nomcat, I would assume you or McGinnis are the best trackers.
McGinnis has a pretty good bonus, I think.
I got a plus 11, so.
Forget what it
Got
is.
plus 11.
Oh yeah, it's not any better than that, I'm sure.
McGinnis had
Plus 12.
Oh, you're better, so.
All
Go
right.
for it. Don't forget to
Here
put
we
your
go.
super blessed buff on because I think that no, it's only attacks and saves.
Oh, are we super blessed?
Yes.
We're always super blessed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It uses bless when you use blessed cast blessed when using it. It's just getting rid of the spell or marking off the spell.
Yeah. Every morning, Ulfred and Tokala read sermons from the Book of War, the war poems. So, super blessed every day.
So
Okay.
we got 2 rolls. We still need a third.
Yeah, we have Hirsick rolled.
McGinnis. And I'll roll mine. There we go.
Okay. So I have 2 assistants. In this case, you guys do have to pick an appointed survival person. Did you select someone just for future roles?
McGinnis, I think.
McGinnis
Yeah,
is it?
McGinnis,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have a
Yeah.
27.
Hell
And Tokala is helpful, but I'm only letting 2 people assist today.
Yeah, too bad I'm not trained in it.
yeah.
Are you untrained?
Pretty fucking good though.
I am. I'm untrained.
Okay. It's supposed to say that, but oh well. Yeah. McGinnis, with your assistance, you're certain you're tracking an extremely competent woodsman. This person leaves footprints. They're like a decently sized person. If they're a human, you figure, or a half orc or something, you figure human or half orc sized, and they have pretty big feet. So you figure tall, but thin. You're thinking 6.5 foot tall, maybe 200 pounds, and they're careful. They don't make any marks. They don't absolutely have to, and you very frequently lose the trail entirely and have to like backtrack and look again. It's very slow going.
Yeah, they're good. They know what they're doing. Probably a local.
All
But
the
I
more
still
reason.
pick it up. I still got a little whiff of them here.
Yeah, all the more reason to talk to him. He sounds like he'd know what's going on around here. Or she.
Yeah, on the local thing, you find that this person takes a winding path and they deliberately walk through areas where there's a lot of loose stone or other very dry dirt, very difficult surfaces to track them through. And they couldn't just luck into these areas. So whoever it is, they definitely know this terrain and have passed through it before. Okay. And Croctaw, let's give you 27's pretty good. Let's give you guys 3 hexes of movement today.
Okay, I already moved 1, so I'll do 2 more.
Mhm.
Oh, how far do we? So, which direction were the green tracks going? Was it towards the mountains or along?
Yeah, they're going northwest. Let me do this. I'm still on green. You're going this way, this way.
Okay. Let's go there then.
Okay. Let's see. How did that get unmuted? Goober. All right. Oh, I refreshed. Let's have third watch make me perception checks. Whoever that might be.
So Kala, myself, and Hirsik, I believe.
Oh, was Hirsick with us on our last watch?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know I
Hirsick
didn't
and
trust
Yoder.
you before, but I'm glad you're with us.
We can always count on him to tell us about enemies after they attack us.
Harrison, you there? You're muted.
Anyone else we
Thank
should know
you.
about Hirsick? Any other creatures we may
No.
have forgotten?
Now that you mention it, uh, no. No, but but I did remember to mention that some of the items that we picked up from the androids in that cave, um, I think they could be our way into dealing with these people that don't like the technology all that much. Anyway,
What do you mean, like the pendant that I have?
yes, I think from what I saw from them, they're very traditional people and want, uh, I think they value that kind of thing very highly. I think if we could get off on the right foot with them, possibly, if we returned it.
That's fine. If we should encounter them,
Yes,
happy to give
it's
it
an
a
option. I don't think I mentioned it. I think I was very harsh on them before. I
They
still
are
think that. Yes, the
androids,
androids.
right?
Yes,
Do androids even feel?
I don't know.
Roll knowledge religion if you have bought ranks in it, even if you are still terrible because you've only bought 1 rank in 10 levels.
I think I have 2 now, maybe.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, the most knowledgeable person in the party. So, Kala, you take a quick look at the amulet while they're discussing it. Holy fuck, boys. 2, 3, 3. Pull your shit together. So, Kala, you looking at that amulet, you're thinking, yeah, it's an amulet of natural armor, which is valuable, useful, but the symbol on it and the way it's made and the sort of crude but painstaking craftsmanship that went into it, you think it probably functions as a holy symbol for them if they do have any divine abilities. If they're like a little tribe or a religion that follows this thing, you think it is more than just a defensive magic item to them.
Right. I think they're Certainly of some kind of religious persuasion, but what god they follow, I couldn't tell you.
And Tokala might also occur to him that they're androids, which makes them seem very weird to him, but they're tribal and they're relatively simple, and they have a faith based on a reluctance and a fear of technology, and they might remind him of his former tribe and some other tribes he was affiliated with.
Honestly, my first thought was of the new goddess that he's learned about.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. That was my first thought when I heard of these androids that fear technology.
Yeah. Okay. My perception checks for Tokala 11. Wow. Hirsik, you hear a distant humming sound that you now know all too well. It's faint. It's not coming closer. It's just in your ear for a moment.
Gentlemen and ladies, I heard just for a moment the wasp again. He's probably the scout, like the first time. But it means that we cannot stay here for very long. Unless we want to kill them.
Are you sure it's the wasp? The other night when I was on watch, I saw something else.
Yeah, we heard something. I thought it was just a bird, but maybe
You
not.
Tokala, you can give me a wisdom check on that. I forgot to say this. But I think Tokala would put this together. Yeah,
I think I
Tokala.
would.
Now that you've fought them, I mean, granted, you got to hear them for all of 4 seconds as they tried to sting your face off, and then Krokta summoned a fucking Kansas tornado on top of you. But now that you've seen them up close and heard them up close, you think the thing you saw whipping by the other night was probably a wasp.
Ah, okay. There seemed to be a lot in the area.
It's a twister.
would-
Yeah. Fucking Bill Paxton goes flying by. Ah! Game over.
Is there any way we can conceal ourselves from them? I would be reluctant to level a whole another area of the forest should they attack us.
Could roll knowledge nature on them if you wish. Or you could let Tokala roll it untrained and make up a bunch of stuff about how they work.
That's the better way.
Probably.
Krokta, big wasps probably function a lot like little wasps. And they have an acute sort of sense of smell. They are peerless flyers. Given their size and their aerodynamic qualities, you think they probably have a tremendous range. And most likely, if they're out here stinging people, and you were stung plenty enough to know that there's a powerful sedative in their venom, that if you succumb to it, they probably pick you up and carry you back to their hive and inject you with eggs, which is terrifying. But that aside, Krokta can probably respect their biology more so than the others who just think they're from a horror film. But they are individually very stupid. But in a group, their sort of cleverness combines to be greater than the sum of its parts. Like one of them, if you blast him with a wind spell, it'll just keep coming until it kills you. It'll actually just get kind of mad and try to sting you to death no matter what the cost. But a group of them together getting blasted by wind, they immediately knew that, oh, we should retreat and maybe find some easier prey. So there's some level of intellect to them as a group. And they probably know each other. They would differentiate one hive from another by smell. They would have a distinctive smell for a particular hive.
If we capture one of them, kill them, smear their corpse all over us, maybe we would smell like them.
Yes.
That would make
Yeah.
you smell like blood and wasp guts. There's a particular gland that they probably secrete a certain
For the
musk.
ants, yeah.
Yeah.
That like tells danger whenever they get smashed.
Yep, they can actually exude a normal smell like hi, I'm from hive 1247B, and they have another smell that's like, hey guys, food is this way, come help me capture the food. And then there's another one like, this area is very bad, don't go there.
If only I knew more about their anatomy, I could find that gland to tell them we're from that tribe. But
If you had one, that would be what killing one would be useful, is you could dissect it and figure it out.
yeah, I don't think Crocta's smart enough to figure that out.
Does Crocta have any speak with animals spells or any abilities like that?
Just share language. Let's see.
They do have a very primitive form of language.
Share language. Let's see. Share your facility for one particular language with another creature. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she could try to speak with them if we wanted to, but I'm not sure that she would kind of assume wasp are kind of too dumb. But I think we'll be fine as long as if it's one of them, they might be dumb and keep attacking us. But anything that's in danger, like a large group, I guess I'll just blow them away. But if you guys want, I could try to communicate with them, but I'm not sure that'll work. There could be more than one hive in the area. Might be spending the whole time talking to different wasp tribes and trying to convince them that we're not a threat.
We don't want to get wrapped up in like wasp politics or something like that. That seems like a
It'd
whole.
be very, they're not very reliable. I think they might try to backstab us.
Which
There's
one's which one's the Wasp Obama and the Wasp Trump?
there's a whole wasp Game of Thrones happening.
Oh, okay. Team Lannister.
Side campaign.
Uh,
Wasp Game of Thrones. They all are inbred, like the Lannisters or whatever.
and the ending is still better.
Yeah. Well, here's like you only heard one, right? One wasp. So,
Yes. So I think he's.
I,
We are just getting scouted tonight, but they will be back.
Okay.
If they're
Let's
around.
go back to our travel map. And let's have our appointed tracker with his assistants track for the day, please. Ooh, very good. That's a 32. Good lord.
We got us a Daniel Boone on our hands.
Okay. There's the track for the day, and you guys can have 3 hexes. McGinnis, your sense of this person today is that these tracks are now pushing 2 days old, and you think you're okay to keep following them as long as it doesn't rain. And you think they've relaxed a little bit, but they're still displaying a very high level of innate caution. Like you realize that the last 3 days you've been tracking this person, they've been actively counter tracking, very carefully trying not to be followed. And in this area, they've relaxed a little more. They've picked up their pace a little bit. They've been slightly less cautious, but still extremely cautious.
I'm still on him. We keep at it. He's loosening up his guard. We might be able to gain on him. I think I've caught on to some of his tricks.
Good. Hopefully we won't surprise him too badly and he'll be open to talking.
You're really a scary guy sometimes, McGinnis.
That means a lot coming from you.
The big orc with the chainsaw says you're scary.
I mean, to be fair, McGinnis could just cut me down in like a single round.
He's tried. That son of a bitch.
True.
Was he even possessed? We'll never know.
Okay. Let's see. Croctaw, you want to move three hexes?
Yeah.
I'll drag your people up to keep up. Sounded like a chainsaw that ran on farts. Okay. Let's have our beautiful campsite again. And let's see. Nope. Night passes quietly. That's an easy one. Let me know if you don't get pulled back. Yeah, some people were still loading. I'm sorry. You might need to hit refresh. I'm sorry about that. I should have waited. Tokala, I think you're still on the wrong screen. You might need to just.
Oh. Actually tonight, guys, I realized something. I can conjure up something to hide our campsite while we're.
Now he says it.
No.
Yeah, I forgot. It's an old spell. We never really had use for it in my home world. Everyone was afraid of us. We were the alpha predator, but I guess here it's not quite the same. But yeah, I think I could hide us. I'll try it tonight.
No, I'm the alpha predator. They just don't know it.
Well, you need to make yourself known so that they leave us alone.
The survivors tell my tale.
There are quite a few survivors in this valley so far. So.
Hey! How dare you!
Whoa.
So your tale will be spread wide and far.
You thought that'd go past me, but it didn't. I got that one.
You're ever wiser and wiser, Takala, wiser than I realize.
Okay. There we go. Then I need to do this. Sorry, I got to do some GM rolls to see how our tracking goes today. Yeah, McGinnis, and do our assistant tracking, please. Okay. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Make sure this is done. And I will pull you guys over here. McGinnis, you are at a total of 31 today. And the tracks are moving pretty briskly today. You're starting to change your ideas about how tall this person is. You're now thinking more like 6.5, 7 foot tall. Their stride is immensely long when they're relaxed and not concerned about leaving footprints anymore. And the tracks you're following today seem very relaxed and a much greater pace.
I think he let his guard down. He's a big sumbitch, though. Under 7 feet. I don't know what that means.
Let me give you guys the trail here.
But he's too thin to be like an orc. If he was a 7-foot orc, he'd be like the tracks would be like twice as deep.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, McGinnis,
A
the
long
tail.
stride, though.
Yeah, the tail that the best tracks you've seen tell a tale of someone who's like 6'8", 6'10", 200 pounds, and we're talking 200 pounds total, like with equipment.
Yeah, it's unusual. I don't know what to make of it, but he's letting down his guard. I think he feels a lot safer. It's a bit easier to follow now.
That's good.
Just
Hopefully
gonna
we can catch up.
just gonna make a suggestion in Discord as to what you're following. The old aliens gif. There's a million of those, by the way. That guy's like the mascot of this campaign.
I was I was just going to suggest maybe something cybernetic it is that could hold that large a frame with that little weight.
Okay. 3 hexes, Croctaw. Okay. McGinnis, towards the end of today, the rather casual, long stride, like this is speed walking for you if you just even pretended to try and match these steps. They come to an abrupt end at a low cliff, like 10 or 20 feet rock wall in front of you. Quite
So
climbable.
This is perplexing. Can I see signs of handholds, footholds,
No.
freshly scraped?
You check for them
Well, he
thoroughly.
either climbed it. He either climbed it or he went in somehow. Let's Any sign of, hey, Alfred, you see any kind of stonework here? Maybe there's something I missed? Or Nomcath, you want to scramble up there and see if there's a trail up there?
31 to notice unusual stonework.
Okay. You see what you believe to be very natural stonework. This is sort of just outcropping a stone jutting out of the grass, trees on either side. And sure enough, when you take a look at it, and McGinnis says there's not a mark, but there ought to be, you tend to agree. There's plenty of moss and other small um, there's a million ways to leave a mark if you climb this rock wall. You're not sure that anybody here could climb it except Nomcath or maybe Tokala with the boots could climb it without leaving a mark. And even they, if they weren't very careful, would leave evidence.
Yeah, something don't add up. Maybe he doubled back. Or there's some kind of secret door, some kind of illusion, something going on here.
How high up
Or else
does
he
the
turned
wall
into
go?
a bird.
It's not that high. It's like 15, 20 feet.
Yeah, Crocto will fly up to the top and try to see if she sees anything over the edge.
Sure. Roll me a perception check. You see that you guys have noticed this as you travel. The forest is getting very thick. This is not a big deal to Croctaw, who's experienced, a few different biomes in her existence. Even though she comes from a desert environment, she's seen thick forest before. It's a little weird for folks like Tokala and Ulfred, who've maybe traveled past or visited these. I'm not sure if Nomcath has or not, but this is a thick ass forest. You're getting a lot of little cackle burrs on you. There's a lot of insects that are trying to bite you and get up in your shit. There's vines you trip over. You frequently want to have a blade out to cut your way through the brush. Um, although you notice the person that you're following practically never damages the brush. They move through it and around it, which slows them down, but they do that. And this forest is just very thick, very full of life.
Yeah, it's just flat down. So I didn't see anything up there. Just a really thick vegetation that we've been encountering. Yeah, I agree. This doesn't add up again. If you tracked it to here and then this trail goes cold like that, unless they're like me and can fly.
I hate trees.
I'm gonna start looking around for no, I don't want to call it ambush sites, but where if I thought I was being followed and I came to here, where would I set up to see who's following me? You get what I'm saying?
Yep. This area, let's see. I'm gonna pull you guys over to this forest map. Chainsaws are trees' natural enemy. That's true. That's actually true. Let me see. I'm gonna fix your tokens. Let me know if you can't see.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I can see.
Okay. Good. So the rock wall in front of you, if someone, I mean, Krokta is able to fly up and look over it like so, and is sort of checking out the area in bird form, I presume.
Yep.
So Nomcath, if you were going to shoot someone, you would want to be up on that rock wall looking down, because the vines and the foliage are so thick it'd be impossible to see someone laying down up there looking down at you right now. But Krokta is right over that spot and hasn't spotted anybody with her incredible perceptive abilities.
I don't know. I just tracks wise, how close were we? I mean, were we getting under a day? Are you half a day?
You think you're
separation?
at most a day and a half behind this person.
Okay, so there's probably no real possibility that they think they're being followed at this point. Unless, well, I mean, that's not true. How careful were we with our camps?
You, as far as I know, unless you tell me not to, you guys have a fire. But since you have so many people skilled at survival, McGinnis, and that, especially Hearsec adding in the party now, I assume always that you guys try to pick non-obvious campsites. Like the fire's not visible more than a couple 100 feet away.
Okay, so
First night with the hurricane might have.
That looks like a 747 spun out on that spot. It's pretty obvious that some major shit went down. It's not as big as, a tactical nuke blowing up a giant robot, but it's a pretty big spot in the forest now.
But at that point, the person was about 2 days ahead of us. So
Yeah.
the likelihood of being able, and we're not gone that high up on the rise, so it's
Yeah.
not like it would be that visible from 2 days away.
Yeah, and loud as the wind effect was, if someone was a day and a half ahead of you, they would not have heard that giant windstorm.
Okay.
Too far.
So highly unlikely that they think they know they're being followed. I mean, I guess all we can do is just kind of look around. And I will
Yeah.
start carefully going around this way to see if I can see anything. Go just a little at a time so you can stop me if you have
Sure.
to.
Oh, I've got my thumb on the pause button.
Uh-oh, that
If
means
you
I'm
step on my trap card, I'll get you. Olbrin, I'm just going to keep him with ranged.
Should I just level this whole area?
No, we don't need to do
Hurricane?
that.
Just kidding.
Level the whole area, says the druid.
Scorched earth tactics?
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't hurt.
You a druid or like a Texas oil baron? I can't tell.
I'm a
Could be a
druid of
blight
Pizarra,
druid.
not a druid of Galar.
Yeah, fuck this planet. Get back to my planet and protect nature. Fuck this planet's nature.
So it's a little
Shithole.
hard to tell. It's a little hard to tell under these trees here, but is
Yep.
it looking like the cliff's this little cliff face is kind of sloping down in this area? Like it's
Yeah,
getting
you
shorter?
can. You are where you are. This area behind you, you have kind of gone up a slope, and you are now up on. You're able to see it into that upper level.
All right. I'm just making sure before I continue on like this
Yeah.
direction.
Crocto will keep flying now.
All right, right around here. I think we will pause, and I will spring my trap card.
Two of us are way the fuck away from everybody else.
So, Nomcath, it's subtle, but let's go ahead and have a perception roll out of everybody. I'll even roll one for Olbrand, but mostly Croctaw, Nomcath, and Ulfrid are the ones I'm going to look at here. Pretty good.
Yo.
Good from
Ooh.
Heersick. Really good from Ulfrid.
Yeah, I'm the best scout, just stomping around with my cleats in the forest.
That's pretty solid perception, at least.
Pretty good for McGinnis, too. McGinnis, I'm going to tell everybody what clues them in to be ready here. Let's see. Who rolled shit? Croctaw,
Yeah, I'm not missing shit.
you're going to be sort of stuck with that. Nomcath. Did I roll for Olbrand? No. I'm a bad GM. Roll for Olbrand. Tokala. Holy.
seems
Oh,
right.
whoa. Look at this. Look at this and be proud.
Oh.
Dual
Nice.
ones. You
Yeah,
and
bro.
Olbrand
Oh.
right next to each other, surprised as fuck.
Just
So
talking to each other.
you two know nothing. Nomcath, I'll get to you last. Ulfrid, you are walking along this stone wall and seeing no markings on it, looking around, and this forest is like an alien world to you. You've never experienced this humidity, this claustrophobia. You now understand how Tokala felt in the tunnel. You feel like the walls are closing in around you and you can't see very far, and it's all this fucking plant life. And so you do what any dwarf would do. You reach out, pull part of your glove off, and put your bare hand on the stone. And you don't know what it is, but you feel unnerved. You feel that there's a presence in this area, and you feel like if the stone could talk, it would be telling you to watch out. And you feel on your guard. And just because of that strange, uneasy sense, you will not be surprised the first round. And McGinnis and Heersick, you are looking through the forest. You hear the dwarf stomping down the path to the north. You've totally lost sight of Nomcath and Croctaw. Croctaw's too small to spot in the forest, and Nomcath is just too quiet. And the two of you are both range specialists, and you're looking through the woods here. And you feel the swaying of the trees, and sort of time sort of slows down as you open up your senses. Something doesn't fit, and it takes you a second to figure out what it is. But the wind, the breeze is blowing one direction, and the trees are swaying the other. And Nomcath, the hair on the back of your neck stands up, and you look around, and just your experience tells you you're about to be attacked, and you can't exactly say why, but you know you are. So you're not surprised either. And let's get into combat. You can roll your initiatives. I'll roll Olbrand's.
What?
Let's go back
Oh
up
my
to the
god,
start.
I rolled horrible.
Heersick, all I'm going to say to you is that in your limited time talking to the pilgrims who you thought were stupid and insane, and didn't really feel like listening to most of what they said. They said something about evil demon trees. And you went, yeah, whatever, idiots. And then 5 seconds ago, Tokala went, I hate trees. And
Oh.
then you see this entire forest in front of you, just hundreds of square feet of tree branches leaning to the left when the wind should be blowing them to the right. And you're like, the fuck is going on?
Oh. Um.
And the first thought into your head is, maybe those pilgrims aren't crazy about everything.
Yeah. I want to. Can I stab the nearest one that's doing that?
No, the nearest tree that's doing it is, you are seeing the very tops of its boughs. It is 100 feet to the west of you.
Oh.
The root of whatever tree you're looking at over this cliff.
Then I'll look around and be like, guys, you'll never forget. You'll never guess what I just remembered.
You look over and see Ulfred, who has his bare hand touching the stone to his left, and he just glares at you over his shoulder.
Those pilgrims, I thought they were crazy. Told me about some demon trees.
You have a full round action. What would you like to do with it?
Say that and move. I guess full move in the direction of the trees.
Okay.
How do you?
You would have to climb to go up the cliff, but you could do it. It'd be difficult terrain. So you'd pay double, but you could do it. Or you could go around, and you wouldn't see what's at the top of the cliff until you got there.
Yeah. No, I'll climb. Then.
Okay.
Touch a climb check.
Okay. You can scamper up the cliff here if you wish. Just pay double move for the climbing up the cliff is going to cost you about 20 feet of movement.
Okay. Oh, it's paused.
I shall unpause.
Thank you.
There you go.
Where I was. That's
Now on this
40.
map, the trees are going to cause some visibility problems, and that's intentional.
Okay.
This area is so thick, it's very hard to see, and you can easily lose track of each other if you're not careful.
Yeah, I imagine no one's gonna have any idea where Crocta is. Just
Your stealth bonus, unfortunately, while being tiny, is pretty big. But if you see a bird in this area, it's almost definitely Croctaw, because there ain't no other birds.
McGinnis unholsters his pistol and moves up to Tokala and says, better fire that chainsaw up. And he'll just go full defense.
Okay. You are surprised. You are surprised. That, unfortunately, is heard as the whole forest comes alive with this guttural, monstrous roar, and all the plants, leaves, branches of every tree in the area quivers from it. I still got Croctaw's song stuck in my head. Yeah. And I need to go turn that sound down a little, because that was really fucking loud. Edit. Oh, I see what I did. That's why it was so loud. Sorry about that, guys. Update
That was a good effect.
Yeah, it's something. The forest is writhing. You guys still don't actually have a direction for a target yet.
Well, I saw. I'm not gonna climb that. I'm gonna go towards the others.
Okay.
Just double moved.
Okay. Olbrin's got 4 of you here. He's going to go ahead and do it. He's a bro. And he likes to... That's haste for McGinnis, Ulfred, and Takala. And, of course, himself. And he moves back behind Takala. Okay. Better volume level. Krokta and Hirsik. Unfortunately, the general writhing of the forest manifests in a number of tree limbs and branches near you moving impossibly fast. You hear the bark crackle and dust get sort of flung off of them, off the branches, as they suddenly move like fluid tentacles and reach out to grab you.
Oh.
Krokta, does a 19 hit you?
C and D or AC?
AC.
Actually.
AC.
Oh, no.
Your AC is 23. You see a tree limb come whipping around trying to smack your little bird self, and another one right after it, and they both miss. Hirsik. Oh, but you're surprised. Your
Yeah,
flat-footed is 19. One of them does actually hit you.
Well, I'm seeing flat-footed is 20.
Oh, really?
I think.
Oh,
the
no.
first
Yeah.
one
My
was-
tooltip was wrong. Yeah. Your flat-footed is 20. It just barely misses you. You are correct. Which is good, because that grab 28 would have got you. Hirsik, you were on your guard. So 21 does not hit you, and neither does 18. You go tumbling and jumping and, frankly, backpedaling away to avoid getting grabbed by these tentacles.
Yes. Run, little birdie. these trees are full of demons, I think.
Namkath, unfortunately, is going to get the full business to himself. That is a 22, miss. 30, hit. 32, hit. And 24, miss. Great armor class.
I take that one and
I hate trees.
that one.
And you are grabbed, which just means you're grappled. You can still act, fight, and you can definitely attack the creature that is grappling you. Even though you're technically at the limit of its reach, you can attack the tentacles.
So
Oh,
I guess
good.
It's
Yeah.
my turn now?
Yeah, it is going to be your turn next. Let's see, I just grabbed you. Okay. So let's put the handy dandy pain in the ass grappled buff on you. And yeah,
So
Attack.
what does it take to get out?
an escape artist check versus the grapple attacks. In this case, they are a 33 and a 28.
Let me double check here. Okay, so yeah, I pretty much can't escape.
Yeah, escape artist kind of needs a buff. I've been thinking about that for a while, but
Yeah, I got a +8, so there's no way I can escape.
oh, you've just got like a rank or 2 in it.
Yeah. So Well, I guess I will do my measly attacks, which aren't going to do much with me being grappled and nobody supporting me. So, the good news is I can do a full round of attacks.
Good. That crit does not confirm, but you do hit. And yep. And that crit does not confirm, but you do hit. You are struggling to damage it, though. It is very resistant to, unfortunately, both piercing and slashing.
Well, if I can't escape, there's not much else I can do, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Whoop.
Okay. Would I know about the piercing and slashing?
Perception check. It's unbelievably difficult for you to see that. It's 70 feet away, but I'll give you a chance if you roll well.
Ooh.
Pretty potato. You do notice that Nomkath disappears in a pile of tentacles, and you're concerned that he may be being overwhelmed. But you're not sure what his daggers are doing.
Okay. Then plan A, we stab the tree.
Okay.
Do I have to make an acrobatics check to get into range?
Yeah, you are in its reach, so if you just run over to it, you'll provoke.
Okay.
But you can actually melee it from here. It's a big critter. You don't have to get all the way up on it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You just need to get a little closer. And that's a good enough acrobatics. You do not provoke. That's pretty good. He reduces the fire. So he takes... Okay. You actually deal some damage, and you think that when the damage reduction is all told, you think the fire did as much as anything.
Okay.
You think he has quite a lot of piercing damage reduction.
Okay.
Guinness, you are aware that there's combat happening up this cliff, but it's tough to see it from here.
Okay, he knows it's up on top of the cliff.
Oh yeah,
Or that's what.
It's subtle, but you hear the distinctive sound of Nomkath's blade stabbing, and you hear a strange sound that I think you've heard Hirsic stab something before. But yeah, you hear blades stabbing armored targets.
Well, let me just check my inventory here. I'll hold off on that. All right, boys. Sounds like we got ourselves some action. He'll just try and climb up there and see what the hell's going on.
Okay. Roll me a climb check. Just don't roll terrible.
Yeah. I shall try not to.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see, you've got 30 feet of movement. You can get about there. Oh, sorry. Let me put you there. And this giant, strange object is a massive tree monster. It has eyes on some of its limbs, scattered here and there. You see that its tree trunk has sort of a maw with a cluster of eyes around it, and it is rising up out of the ground, sort of with its roots like writhing snakes sliding across the ground towards Hirsic. And the limbs, which moments before were pretty well disguised as tree limbs. You notice leaves falling off of them, and they look more like blackened, burned bark, dark colored tentacles reaching and writhing, like look more like octopus tentacles now than tree limbs.
Can I get a shot off for between climbing up the hill and?
I will
whatnot,
give you a single shot.
Kind of it from. I'll take it. See what happens here.
Your range to target's about treated as 30 feet.
Okay.
That will hit, and you see some bark go flying, but you notice that it reduces your damage quite a bit.
Get up here, fellas. Got a surly bit of flora to deal with.
Okay.
Do I think this thing is natural?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
It's a fucking monster.
And do I see Nomcath getting attacked, or is he too concealed out?
Perception check. You think so. You think Nomcath was about 70 feet southwest of you, and you think there are two of these things, and the other one must be right by Nomcath. So you can't quite see him, but you're almost certain he's being attacked.
Okay. Yeah, and I can't actually reflect on the map. I can see his Kelv part, but I can't really see trees or anything, so that's cool. I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you can see the
5
super
foot-
bless. Hashtag super blessed.
I'm gonna 5-foot step back. There. And then I'm gonna cast.
You think you might still be within reach of the thing.
I'll take the chance.
Okay.
Cast this.
Okay. You provoke an AOO, and a long, stretchy tentacle comes slashing past you. Doesn't try to grab you, it just whips at you.
Okay, misses.
Okay.
And that gravel vortex, I want to place it, like I'm gonna aim for it to be, it's a 20-foot radius, so I'm thinking like some of it, like the middle would be right behind the tree.
Okay.
So I'm hoping if Nomcath's in that area, that I hit the other tree, but it's kind of
What's your target?
blindly aimed.
Yeah, go ahead and click and hold to ping where you want to place it.
So I'm gonna say that's gonna be the radius.
Oh, it's going to hit this tree. Nomcath's at the further tree, which is way down here.
Right. So like the center of the circle would be, because it's a 20-foot radius. So that's the radius I drew.
So
I don't know if it hits the other tree or not. But.
Well, let me do this. 15, 20. And so you want to place this kind of like that. See that circle? It's hard to see it. Let me do this. That reddish circle?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. You think you know vaguely where Nomcath is, and this will not... You don't think this will hit him. Roll... Would you do /D space 5d6? Okay. This appears to affect them a little bit. You see the tree sort of totter a little bit, like lean suddenly a couple feet to one side and then recover. You see its sort of lowered tentacles adjusting and grabbing nearby ground that's not turned into gravel. And the damage appears to batter them, both of them actually. Because it's bludgeoning damage, it appears to just work.
Cool. It's difficult to
Okay, that probably won't affect them because they are huge and they have like
for the party though.
Yeah. The party should watch out for that.
Right. So, first thing I'm gonna do I'm gonna use what's it called? Fervor.
Fervor.
To cast my bolt. No, Bear's Endurance.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to run up the cliffs.
Okay. You can do your normal move. I think the boots have enough climb move to cover the cliff face for you. So
How
you
tall is the
just
cliff?
15, 20 foot. You just sprint up it, I think.
Yeah, that should do it.
As you do it, you hear under his breath, because he's contractually obligated to, Olbrand says, "Damn, those are nice boots." You're free, Enrique, though. You don't have to admire his boots anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't get all the hype.
you can choose to if you want. Yeah.
Nah,
Fucking
I've seen nicer boots. I'll look this up.
wow.
They got 4 hands. They can really make nice boots.
I don't see anything.
Monsters here.
Alrighty. So I should have the extra 30 from haste.
Yep. You provoke an AOO on your way in.
That's fine. Chad's provoked.
Chad's provoke.
And he misses. Hell yeah. Chad's provoked.
You see a tentacle come whipping in, and you just block it with the handle side of the chainsaw. Nope.
Fuck trees.
Engage,
I hate trees.
engage lumberjack mode.
Am I close enough to attack?
Oh
right
yeah, you were in the previous square actually.
here? Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'll attack from
You're
here.
good. You can attack from there. Yeah, you get right along next to Hirsik, who is toe to toe with this monster. It doesn't look so much like a tree anymore. It looks like a giant, just ball of black and brown tentacles with eyes and maws everywhere. It looks hideous. And the chainsaw, because of its superior construction, cuts through all the DR, and you immediately saw through a tentacle and into another one. And as you do so, you send little bits of what at first looks kind of like tree bark, but underneath it is this rusted brown kind of blood and gook that just sort of splatters and almost hisses as it hits the ground.
Nice. That's how you do it, new guy.
And then a third one emerges out of tree cover from behind the previous one
Oh.
and slides over. It almost rolls in a strange fashion, like all of its tentacles reach out, and it just sort of cartwheels across the ground with 20 tentacles until it's
I would
within
come for the bird.
reach of both of you. And it attacks. Let's see. It had to move, so I'm not going to give it a full attack. It comes over here, and all of its eyes on every tentacle suddenly have a strange greenish glow, and you think you're hearing a noise, but then you realize the noise is only in your head. And this will affect Krokta, Hirsik, and Tokala. That's way too loud. I'm sorry.
Oh. That was good. Real psychic damage.
Yeah.
This
Enrique took 33 damage.
Yes, this actually does psychic damage, which you can take half if you make your will save, and you both do. So Krokta, Tokala take half. Hirsik, you take the full damage, and you are now confused.
Oh no.
Great.
Yep.
Oh, this is when we kill Hirsik, guys.
Amazingly, Harrison made all of his personal diplomacy checks, so you guys didn't kill him on purpose, but now you're going to have to do it on accident.
I mean, if he starts shooting us, it's the only thing that could possibly be.
That would do it.
That would do it.
Well, just for tonight, I have prepared this incredible confusion table, which we can easily roll on. So that'll be fun.
Can that be my role?
No. No.
Dang it.
Okay. That was that creature's turn.
Alright, check this out. I'm gonna have a trouble getting up there, so...
Ooh.
I love that. It automatically does that.
Yep. Pretty handy, huh?
5, 10, 15...
And give me a climb check.
I don't wanna, but...
You can do it. Well, your armor negative is going to hurt you, but...
Yo!
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You get here, and I'll give you either a... Well, you already cast a spell. I'll give you a standard move, even now.
Alright. I'll move just right in the middle.
Okay, you're going to provoke.
Okay. Oh, that one hit.
You get slashed by a flinging tentacle.
Where'd it come from?
The one that hits you is right in front of Tokala.
Okay.
This one, there's one directly in front of you, but it missed you.
Alright, I'll keep it here then. Because
Okay.
it's by my boy Croctop.
Hell yeah. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He gets to here. This gives him a very high chance of spotting Nomcath and his plight. He does. At which point he shifts for 25 feet and he casts, you know it, you love it, you can't get enough of it, Grease on Nomcath. And then he uses his new wacky warp power to warp back out of the creature's range.
Oh.
And that is his turn. Now, Tokala is chainsawing the fuck out of me, so I'm going to tentacle him 4 times. Miss, miss, hit. What's your CMD, bud? Grabs you exactly. It's 25. He grabbed you exactly. Greased lightning. Wow. Ugh, I wish we hadn't discovered that. Let's see. Josh is not going to appreciate you guys singing that song at him, which is why you must do it. Okay, Takala, I think I have you grappled with 1 tentacle.
You know, Toby, you have
Yeah?
the power to change his tokens music.
Ah, you do.
Okay, say no more. How many times did I grapple you, Nomcath? 2?
Yes, 2.
I have 2 grapple attacks on you. Unfortunately, bud, you notice that the tentacles, where they're wrapped around you, are sort of sliding around you and adjusting their grip constantly until you feel strange little mouths with teeth open up and start to chew on you, and strange little spines burrow their way into your skin. And you instantly feel like the blood is being sucked out of your body at an alarming rate. And you actually see your blood being pumped through the tentacles into the creature.
Oh. Can I just say, this is the worst noise that you have ever found.
That's saying something.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That-
even worse than the the swamp egg sound.
Oh yeah, I love the swamp egg sound,
Oh.
and that
Did
is
you record that yourself?
no, but I did find the noise of, you know, those YouTube artists where it's just a dude chugging shit for people's amusement,
Oh. Yeah.
and then at the end he just lets out a gigantic
art?
belch. That's what it is. Yeah,
Nice.
it's art. I found you guys some, you know, performance art from YouTube for that sound, and it does charisma damage, and you actually feel like your willpower is being sapped out of you as it drinks your blood.
Yep, I've got it all marked down.
And you notice that some of the places where you cut it are healing as it does this. Now, your escape artist checks with grease are at +10.
So let's see if I can actually get out of here.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
You might as well
Second.
try. You might as well try to escape the other one.
Yep.
Oh
Not even close.
no, you're super close. It was a 28. So
Yeah.
that's a 27. You came within 1.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay.
And that's my whole turn.
You know, you had a lot of great character ideas for backups for him, so you know that should comfort you right now. Just think about
Yeah.
those.
I mean, I guess I back up and shoot him, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get. Oh, you are confused. Let's roll.
Oh, I don't do it. Yes, let's roll. Don't do any of that. Oh no, I punched myself.
You punch
for
yourself for 1 point of damage.
one. Ow.
Tokala, you've seen it before. You've seen it enough times to know exactly what it is, but you notice that Hirsik just bops himself in the nose with the pommel of his rapier. That's not the reaction. Okay.
Alright, well, seeing that my pistol barely did anything.
Well, you have clustered shots now. Remember? So if you do a full volley, you're only going to pay the damage reduction once. You won't pay it per shot.
Well, he was thinking Inferno pistol might.
That will also just ignore the DR. So I don't know which one's better mathematically.
Yeah, I'll do the Inferno. It's been a while. It's been a while since I dusted that off. So he grits his teeth and curses, throws his drops Justice to the ground, and quick draws the Inferno pistol and unloads. So here we go. That should be 4 total attacks with rapid shot, haste, and whatnot. So hopefully this works. Oh yeah.
Okay, you want to shoot the one in front of Tokala or the one in front of Ulfred?
The one in front of Tokala.
Okay.
I clicked haste. It looks like because the buff is on, it was already there, so I just ignore one of those, I guess.
I think that, yeah, I'll ignore the second one. I think that shot just has a haste attack built into it. We'll fix that. We will fix that. Yeah, I'll fix that later. So, this thing, touch AC, is pretty poor. And fire beats the DR pretty well. So, that's full damage. That's full damage. That's full damage. That's cheating. Can't haste attack twice. That's full damage. Tokala, you see this thing ripped apart in front of you. You see chunks flying off of it. It's partially on fire, and you hear it just screaming and quivering in fear.
Ha!
As McGinnis takes out the old Meonda's fire pistol and just lights it up, literally.
Pew, pew, pew.
Kroktar, are you underneath the dwarf? I'm going to move the dwarf.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm not hasted. So I'm just gonna. But I do see Nomcath getting totally fucked up. So I'm just gonna make a beeline right over, and I have extra 10 movement because of my archetype, so I can do a total of 80. So
Great. Cool.
I'm just gonna get right, but I can't really see Nomcath from here. But
Okay.
as I'm flying, I'll see him, and
You will provoke
I'll
going
provoke,
past them.
yeah. That's fine. I'll provoke, but he just sees Nomcath being fucked up, so he's gonna fly to land like behind Nomcath.
That's a very near miss, and that one may have hit you.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. So you're going to fly over there, and that's your full turn, or?
Yeah, because I had to double move to get.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right, Chainsaw, there's some trees that need to be cut down.
Right, but before I do that, I will. Okay, I'm gonna 5-foot hop to here.
You're stepping
Turn-
into their squares. I love it.
Yes.
There's-
Turn to Ulfred and say, "Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Gorham?" And use my quicken blessing to bless him with the war blessing,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna turn back and attack the tree.
Nice. Okay. You can do a full attack. Holy fuck.
And if he's still alive, I'm gonna intimidate him.
Yes.
Laughing maniacally while reciting some classic Gorham poetry, which is all about killing people, by the way. Lots of lamentation of their women. And he just saws straight through 2, 3, 4 more tentacles, and you hear the creature screech and pull back all its tentacles and try to roll backwards away from him, and Tokala just follows the chainsaw down straight into its body, spewing rusty brown gook everywhere as he saws straight through the trunk of its body, killing it.
Nice.
That's giant skull.
You see a dozen blackened eyes staring at you in horror and then sort of rolling random directions as it dies.
Witness me.
I'll witness you, motherfucker. Come here.
Oh god, they all hit.
Looks like the first one's a
Don't you
16.
get more attacks?
Yeah, 3 of them.
No, I think you
Yeah.
did a.
I'm
Didn't you-
using a Vital Strike build. So
Oh. Okay.
He did Vital Strike. That's why he did
one big
60.
hit.
And his weapon does not suffer DR. So he gets all 58 points. Okay. But I hit you once and grab you. And then, I had you grabbed one time last time, but that was by the dead one.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So I don't get to suck your blood. Hit you once, grappled you. Looks like a 23 misses. No, that hits. Oh, I
Yeah,
got you 3 times. Good
I
times.
marked all 3 of them.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I got you grappled 3 times, bud.
Now
And a
you'll
tr-
see that a hammer is truly the greatest tree chopping tool.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Why is there 2 haste attacks? Oh,
I think maybe
It's-
something
it's-
happened with Foundry, maybe.
it's probably built into the haste buff.
It must be built into the haste buff now. That's funny. Okay. Well, I'll ignore the second one. First hammer hits. Appears to do great damage. Second one also hits. First haste attack hits. Second haste attack's cheating. You don't get that. You deal a great amount of damage to it. You can feel as you're hitting, doesn't feel like you're hitting tree bark or animated tree or really even plant matter. You know, you fought Vegapygmies and other stuff like that. They don't feel like this. This thing feels rubbery. It's literally like a giant octopus with eyes all over it. How bad is Nomcath looking?
62 out of 90.
And you can't really see the charisma damage yet because he has a high charisma.
I'm now at average charisma, so.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't look that terrible yet. Let's see.
The blood draining doesn't actually do that much physical damage.
Yeah.
Compared to the tentacle attacks.
Okay. He's going to shift up here. And... yeah. You feel the hairs stand up on the back of your neck, Nomcath. Croctile, you too. And you see a blinding flash of light rip through the forest, igniting everything in a long line in front of him across the forest. And it strikes this thing, which has basically no chance to make this save. It rolls amazing. It has a really good reflex. Yeah, I forgot. I keep thinking they're Ents, but they're really like giant octopuses. This thing actually wiggles partially out of the way, and the lightning blast does not hit it quite on the chin. Impressive. Okay. I still have you grappled twice? Okay. Then you get 2 of these.
Oh.
Oh, God.
I don't know if that confirms. Let me throw that up for you.
Is a natural 1? Did he roll a natural 1?
Well, no, he rolled a natural 20, but...
Right, but the confirmation is not a natural 1. So if
not.
19, does that hit your grappled touch? It doesn't. You fucking squirrely little rogue. He doesn't confirm it.
Okay,
You
then
actually writhe in such a way that the mouths can't suck the life out of you as fast as they want to.
Alright,
And then the other tentacle,
definitely hits.
still pretty bad. And then this effect, watch your ears, it's going to be loud. That will only hit Nomcath and Croctaw. And that fails. You are confused, Nomcath. That's...
And I take that 33 damage.
and you take the full 33 psychic damage. And Croctaw, you make your save. You only take half damage, and you're not confused. Nomcath?
I am in seriously bad shape because that takes my charisma down to 3.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
And that was, let's see, 7 points of charisma damage. So, yeah. That's 13 points of charisma damage so far.
Your total charisma is now what? 4?
3.
3. You are feeling like giving up. Life has no meaning, and there's no point in fighting, and you've basically already lost, and there's no reason to fight much longer. You're pretty much on the brink of despair.
Yeah. And I'm confused, so roll that die.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Appropriate.
I'm
Oh,
also
man.
down to approximately 20% of my health. on
Yeah,
top
he's
of
in
that.
very bad shape. Yeah. Hirsick.
Ooh. Confusion roll. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We love those, right? They're fun.
We-
You'll love my nuts.
Hell yeah.
2 babblers. Double babblers, guys.
Yeah. What if he has
Double
rabies?
Babble. It's a popular
Rabies.
video game from the 80s.
Alright, so McGinnis is up then.
Hirsick's going to go, and then you.
Is,
Oh, I
Would you-
babble.
Oh, you babble. Yeah,
Hirsick's
no, I'm
babbling.
slow. McGinnis is correct.
Does he have any idea that what's going on with Nomcath down there?
Perception.
I mean, I can't really see anything.
It's difficult.
Yeah,
Very difficult to
let's
see in this area.
There'd also be a cloud of dust in between them from the gravel pit sides.
Well, actually,
Giant, awful tree in my face.
no, because Oberon just lightning bolted through there, which clears a huge path. There's a huge chunk of the forest that's just burned away to cinders and is on fire, smoldering. So there's a huge gravel patch next to Oberon and a huge burn patch next to it. You can clearly see this giant tree with a bunch of tentacles, and you see Nomcath on his hands and knees with these things attached to his neck, pumping blood out of him.
Okay. I'll leave you boys to handle this one. Nomcath's in a tight spot.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Exactly.
I hate fire.
Long way. Yeah. He's gonna. Can I use my slide slippers, or is it?
Oh, yeah.
Like a difficult terrain kind of situation?
No, as long as you're not in that red circle, you're good to use your slip sliders.
Okay. Shit. All right. He will do so. And let's see. I can't even see this stupid thing. Where's the edge? Here we go. Right there. 75 feet. So I'm gonna burn through a shitload of grit here. Take a full attack, hasted,
Hell yeah.
rapid shot, all that jazz.
Hell yeah.
I'll use 2 grit points to resolve against touch on my last 2 shots.
Hell yeah.
Like the 2 lowest base attack bonus shots, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. So, let's see, here we go. I'm not in quick haste. Probably not that. Alright.
I think you have to click haste. I don't know why it's doing 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's okay. Just do me another single shot, and we'll count that as your haste.
Okay.
Now, you don't have to spend a grit point to resolve untouched because the Infernal Pistol always does.
Oh, right on. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Here's my other hasty shot there. So,
Okay.
There we go.
Is this your first or second range increment? Target
This is my
is
second, so they're all
80 feet. Okay, so they're all -2, but they're touch. So that is going to hit, and hit. You light him up again, and Nomcath, in your pit of despair while connected to this thing, suddenly you feel waves of fear and terror and pain come through it. You feel almost as if you are burning alive, and it's the scariest fire, the scariest heat you've ever felt. And you still don't care. There's no point, but you feel that.
You know that really pitiful little kitten. You know that little really pitiful kitten sound you hear? You hear Nomcath making that right now.
Nice. I put that damage on McGinnis.
Okay.
I put the up close and deadly on. Yeah, Dex to as soon as gunslingers hit 5, they hit their stride, and they're pretty wicked. All right.
Okay. So since I'm tiny, I have to get into Nomcath Square to touch him, right?
Yeah, you're close enough though.
Okay. Well, if you're not gonna make me move, then I'll just.
There's not a lot of it. Not a lot going on in his square.
Okay.
It's pretty chill.
Well, I'll just see him kind of sitting there all out of it and land on his shoulder and just whisper like, "Don't resist," and cast this on him.
Okay.
gaseous form.
Oh shit.
And then try to turn him into a cloud.
Okay.
Hopefully
He does not feel like resisting anything, and he turns into a puff of smoke, thus escaping the grapple.
Wow, man. Nice.
You see
I was dead next round. I
you
only
see
had
the
3 charisma.
tentacles.
That's amazing.
You see the tentacles wrap around themselves, like grasping, looking for him, and reaching in different directions. They almost grab you, and you see the little mouths on them, sort of chomping and chittering, where they were feeding a moment before. Now they're searching for him.
And then I'm just gonna fly straight up 40 feet. Or
Okay.
30 feet.
That will provoke one little slashy swing at you,
It's alright. Rather have that than get grabbed.
which actually hits. They get a piece of you. Like 7 or 8 tentacles just whip in your direction, and one of them gets lucky and slashes you.
Okay. I'm still grappled.
Ooh, I'm about to suck your blood.
I'm going to use my sacred weapon ability to light my chainsaw on fire.
Oh my god, burning chainsaw!
Wow. And then,
Was that Chewbacca or the chainsaw?
can it be both? All right.
It is.
Attack.
Chewbacca basically speaks in chainsaw.
I'm gonna think of that every time I hear Chewbacca.
Yeah. Oh my god. Fuck you.
Oh,
What the hell?
Yes! Yes!
Is the fire damage in there?
That's included, yeah.
Oh my god. The crit confirms, and Tokala screams Gorum, and fire runs down the blade of the chainsaw. As he guns it, the blade spins so fast the fire just becomes a reddish orange blur, and he brings it straight down the trunk of the tree, cutting through it like butter. It peels back side to side just like a sharp knife through an octopus, and rubbery wriggling flesh with brown blood goes everywhere. It is still, however, not dead.
Damn. Guess I'm gonna get sucked after. Oh, and I get to intimidate it.
You do.
Yes.
Better roll. How many times did I grapple you? 2, 3?
Like, yeah, it's 3 times.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
that.
yeah. Well, you actually feel the tentacles attach and start biting you, and you feel them almost recoil from you as you roll your intimidate and your chainsaw attack. You feel absolutely certain. You feel this creature's fear. It is absolutely terrified now of you. And then it drinks your blood. And that will hit, I believe. Because your touch AC is garbage.
No, my touch AC is okay.
Wait, your touch is good.
Yeah,
I'm
I got
thinking
that
of-
sweet armor.
I'm thinking of Ulfred. So your touch is...
There we go.
What is your touch?
18, so I guess that one still does hit.
It still does hit. And then the second one... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And the third one... Oh, yeah. You can hear them drinking Tokala through. You can see sort of bulging tubes filled with his life essence pumping straight into the heart of the tree. And you see its burning wounds close. Let's see. How much did he get? 3, 4, 7 charisma. It heals a lot. Ulfred. And Tokala, you've taken 7 charisma damage. That will bring you to...
It only brings me down to like 1.
Hang on, Tokala.
He is about done.
Wow.
Okay, this AC that's going to hit. That's going to hit, and it's dead. Ulfred just sees it nearly kill Tokala, and see Tokala's face kind of go pale white and placid and look very calmly towards the ground and start to slump, and feels like he's just going to lay down here in the grass and die with these tentacles attached to him. And Ulfred, you just slam your hammer into the body of the creature again and again until it's pulp, and it dies. And Olbrin, you know what? Fucking have another one. Roll a 1 on that save, bitch. Take full fucking damage. Holy shit. He nearly killed it in that shot. This lightning bolt strikes dead center of the creature. You guys just see Olbrin lit up by this incredible energy blast. And the creature is sort of shaking and jiggling in place, barely functional. No longer has Nomcath to suck blood out of. And so it recoils. What is your movement? Interesting. Okay. Attributes. Okay. It rolls backwards into the woods rather quickly. Again, just sort of putting out all of its tentacles and cartwheeling away. And as it does so, you guys see it sort of tumble into a lump and fall into a giant pile of foliage over to the west. Next to a giant log, it just sort of lays down, and you see a dozen tentacles sort of wiggling and roiling and reaching for various things, grabbing at tree limbs, and then they all sort of wiggle and lay flat on the ground. And the whole creature seems to lose a great chunk of its size. They all do as they die. They sort of flatten out like a balloon with all the air pulled out of them. And you're out of combat.
Okay.
What in
There,
the
can you
name
hear
of
me?
the gods was the thing? Somebody tell me, please.
Nomcath, if you can hear me, just fall over this way towards the party, and you should be able to come back to us in normal form whenever you feel safe. Crocodile will fly kind of around the cloud of gas and just wait for him to reappear.
Tokala and Nomcath are despondent. They have lost so much willpower that they can't talk or think. They're just overcome with everything bad that's ever happened to them and this most recent horror.
I just
So-
want to die.
So at first, Nomcath had just kind of started drifting in this general direction.
Uh-oh.
I literally rolled for what
Like, no,
direction
no.
he was gonna start drifting in, but since Croctop basically gave him direction, he stops and then starts going in that other direction.
Yeah, there's a strange little bird in your face urging you to go the other direction. And even though that bird has no physical means to push you or block you in any way, you just don't have enough willpower to even fight back against what he wants. You just go where the bird wants.
I create a
Exactly.
hurricane and blow him in.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
tiny little
hurricane,
bird
whoosh.
fluttering, and if you could even hear it, the bird's just going.
I just go back to when he gets over to the party, I'll say, guys, this little cloud here is Nomcath. I don't know why he's not coming back in his normal form. No, he was pretty messed up when I got to him.
I mean, it's your spell, so you can cancel it whenever you want, right?
Oh, do I have to cancel? I thought you could cancel it because I put it on you.
You cast it, you can cancel it. Yeah,
Oh, so I'm just keeping him in that form.
yeah.
And then,
You've got him imprisoned forever.
okay, well, knowing that, then I would have dismissed it.
Alright.
once he gets over there. So I'll dismiss him when he gets to the party.
I'm gonna do a heal check on Nomcat to see what the hell happened. By the way,
Okay.
heal people, heal.
He's definitely suffered some kind of stat damage. You're not sure what.
All right. Is
It
it
is-
damage?
It is pulled. It is drain.
Oh, drain. That
s-
sucks.
Yeah. So you think a restoration spell would help.
If it's drain, then I gotta move it to that other column then.
Yeah, restoration. That takes diamond dust and yeah. Do we have any diamond dust?
Let me make sure of this.
Let me see if
I think that's-
no,
That might be
filthy
permanent drain.
pockets.
Hmm. Here's the.
Yep. It
So
is.
lesser-
It is
lesser
confirmed. It
one
is
zero.
drain.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hopefully we won't come to this. Both
Bad.
Tokala and Namkath can sense this. If they fall asleep, they will suffer the effects of a 10th level nightmare spell.
Jesus, I don't even know what that does.
You don't know what it does, but you can feel a sort of fear and anxiety in your mind. Actually, do a wisdom check, both of you.
I've got plenty of insomnia powder if anyone wants a little hoot.
It's pretty good.
Just stay up all night depressed.
It's very good, Tokala. They're both reminded of an experience they both had in Scrapwall.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same attack. It's not the same creature, but fuck if it doesn't feel exactly the same. And
I
the
would say-
connection you had to the creature also reminded you of that. It was a
Yeah.
two-way connection.
I would say, you know, Namkath is usually a pretty chipper kind of person. Even when he stopped playing like he was just this young innocent guy, he looks pitiful right now. His shoulders are slumped. His ears are kind of half down. He's just looking kind of more down than up and around like he normally does. And I don't want to go to sleep.
Yeah, take a. McGinnis has some powder there. That'll help you.
I want to sleep forever.
No.
No.
Oh, sleep's bad. No,
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 my
no,
friend.
no, no.
You
We
cannot
should shove the insomnia powder up their noses.
Well, I'll tell you this, you know, Croctop, with the fact that you basically told him to do something and he obeyed it, means you could probably just hand it to him and tell him to do it, and he probably would.
Yeah, McGinnis,
Take-
try.
Take a snort.
All right, so yeah, they hand me the powder and tell me to breathe it in. I breathe it in.
Okay. So I'll keep him up.
Uh-oh. So I had to save versus what here?
Insomnia powder.
Oh, okay, that's to say to avoid the effect. I'm not looking to avoid the effect, so
Yeah.
so.
No, you fucking snort it willingly, so
Mhm.
you deliberately fail your save versus the insomnia powder.
Takala, are you there? Takala. And Crocto will land on Takala's head briefly. Just like peck him on the head. Just be like, hey,
He won't even
Listen.
swat at you this time.
just keep pecking. Be like, hey, listen. You see your friend over there, and he's just gonna keep talking. I assume Takala's probably not gonna even respond, but you just have a little bird like pecking on your head. Just be like, listen, Takala, snort this dust. Come on, it has some soothe in it.
It's drugs. Snort it.
I'm not having luck with Takala over here, guys.
Does anyone have knowledge planes?
Nope.
Yes.
Would you roll it, please?
He's gonna be like, oh, by the way.
Oh. By the way.
Ow. By the way, I don't know a damn thing about planes.
Peace me, man.
Okay, let's see. We want this. And... So how bad did you do?
He rolled
Oh,
a natural 1.
Ooh,
I got a 5.
goddamn. Alfred, yeah. Since Eldrin left, I mean, the thing is, Eldrin could like take 10 on everything and get a 30.
Mm-hmm.
And now you guys are just, yeah. We don't know.
Well, hey, if it was knowledge local, I'd be killing it.
Sure.
Plus 14 there.
This is better art for these creatures.
Oh,
Here's Sick, you have no idea what they are.
fucking demon 3s. Wait, Auburn has knowledge planes.
I think he might. Let me check. If you you can trigger it. Let me see. Knowledge planes. He does. He says he has actually seen one summoned before back in the Drow citadels. They are aberrations. They are from another dimension, highly intelligent. The Drow sometimes deal with them. They are part of some whole greater species or nation. There are other creatures that they affiliate with in their society, and they pretty much view all bipedal, like humans, elves, dwarves, everything, as sort of food races. They don't think much of us. They are very resistant to slashing and piercing, immune to cold, normally immune to fear and mind affecting. But Tokala is certain that he felt fear coming from it when you fought it. So Olbrin says, well, the Drow could just be wrong about that. They're also normally resistant to spells, and Olbrin says he was able to lightning bolt it twice for effect both times. Sometimes they can... they're known to be talented summoners. They can come and go pretty well at will on any realm or plane or planet. And they like to feed on creatures they've grappled. They wrap around your body and riddle it with thousands of tiny filaments that siphon away your emotions. And it heals rapidly the more of this it's able to drain. And the Drow have reported, since they've experimented with victims, that those that are severely drained by it have nightmares where the experience of being fed upon reaches greater and greater levels of horror. And of course, the Drow are also somewhat aware that they can emit a psychic blast, which hurts, can kill, and causes intense confusion. But he says they are not from this plane or dimension, or he says, forgive me, Tokala, but they're not from this planet, which is a round thing we live on.
Okay, we live on a round planet.
Oh man, he's really hurt.
no.
He's really beat down, guys.
Wow.
You know how strongly he feels about the flat Earth.
Can Eldrin
Theory.
hear that from across the universe?
Yes, somewhere in deep space, Eldrin is shaking his moth head.
What the hell are we gonna do about these two poor bastards? I hate seeing them like this.
I don't know. Really don't know. You need diamonds, you said, Ulfred?
Will they heal drain naturally?
No,
Yeah. We
You
need a
need-
shit ton of diamond dust.
you need restoration. I don't know if any of your hypo guns can do regular restoration.
It takes regular restoration, not lesser.
It takes regular. Lesser is not good enough.
Okay, I'm just making sure because the black
So
one does lesser.
I
was just
don't think
looking at those.
Yeah, the black one's not good enough. The white one does remove disease. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you guys don't have one good enough.
And I can cast restoration. It's just I don't have the materials.
What are the
Because
materials?
it's 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust for
One cast.
for one casting of it. Unless it's a negative level, then it becomes 1,000.
You better
Right.
put on that dwarf hat and get to binding. You know what I'm saying?
Can I take some time to redo a 5th level spell? I have both of them prepared, but can I undo one and prepare a different one? Or is it only if I left it unprepared?
No, if it's spent, you can't switch it. But if it's not spent, you could switch it. Is
Okay.
restoration's
gonna-
also available to you?
Oh wait, is it?
But you don't have the diamond.
So I wasn't gonna I wasn't gonna restore. So I wanted to commune with nature and ask
Okay.
if there's any diamonds in a 9-mile radius.
Oh, as far as that goes, Alfred, you know, I'm not big on spell components holding up shit. You can sacrifice any precious material worth 100 gold, including gold.
Okay.
Gold, you say?
Yep, but if you had like a 100 gold piece gem, I'm fine with that.
Crocodile will just try to see if there's any valuable minerals around.
In fact, since your goddess values devices and technology and crafts, I would let you, a cleric of Bry, sacrifice even art objects or devices. Like if you had, you know, some little techno device that was worth 200 gold, I'd let you blow it up to cast resto.
I got a spare flashlight. Those things are expensive.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
true.
We don't really need them. I think we have several.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
picked up one in that last box we had just because of how valuable it is. So.
Well, the book prices, the book prices are kind of bullshit on those, but what is it listed?
3,000.
Holy fuck. All right. One flashlight will pay for both resto spells. They're not 3,000 though. That's ridiculous. They're really more like
Jeez.
300 or 400 gold.
All right. Just hold on, boyos. I can get you some care in an hour. I just need to consult me goddess.
So for that hour, Tokala and Namkat, they're both so sort of despondent and afraid and unsure of themselves that they sort of need consoling. What people skills could the party bring to bear while Ulfred is braying?
Yeah, I'll try to.
Correct, Croctaw. Just burn a flashlight.
Then I will try to console diplomacy.
I will try
Oh.
to I'll assist.
Gonna tell.
You're praying, so I'm not going to count that assist as a
right.
-2. You're busy.
I'm gonna tell.
Otherwise, I
Nomcat,
would put -2 on that. Holy shit, Croctaw is pretty diplomatic.
Nomcat,
Yeah.
just hang in there for your tribe. You know, I heard you come from a great tribe of people. You don't want to let them down. But still be able to see them. Things will get better.
Croctaw, you're very effective at consoling Nomcat. You keep his attention, and you keep him from sinking any further into despair for that 1 hour period. And Hirsik, what do you say to Tokala? You definitely have his attention.
Everything is going to be fine, and we are all going to make it out of here alive.
A perfect thing to say for a bluff. We're
So,
totally
yeah.
gonna die.
Tokala, you have the distinct sense that he's either being just stupidly optimistic or he's flat lying to you, but you don't have the will to resist it. You're like, you know what? Whatever, buddy. We're all going to be fine. Everything's great. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Yes.
Nothing matters. It's fine. Whatever.
I'm just going to poop my pants and die in a hole
Oh,
right
yeah.
here. Everything's
Oh
fine.
yeah. Back to his old nihilistic self again. He's great.
Okay. So after an hour, Ulfred, are you able to cast 2 today?
Yeah, I haven't cast any 4th level spells yet.
Okay. You cast a restoration on each of them, and I think restoration, when it's drain, it restores the whole stat. You don't even have to roll.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me
Mm-hmm.
Double check.
Very good. I was just looking at it.
Oh, nice.
And with Olbrin's knowledge of the Yangaith, he can tell you that it's charisma damage you need to focus on, so you won't waste any spells.
All right.
So, thanks to the Drow and their propensity for hanging out with evil civilizations, and thanks to Ulfred and a donated flashlight, and some grief counseling from Croctaw and Hirsick, you two are restored. Your drain is undone.
Nomcath will be up all night, though.
Yeah.
You have actually snorted caffeine. You have just snorted caffeine powder. You have snorted an espresso, and so yeah, you will now be on all 3 watches, and you will be fatigued tomorrow.
Oh.
Did you each snort that shit, or was it just Nomcath?
Just Nomcath.
I mean, when has Tokala ever refused drugs?
Oh my gosh, are you saying failed RP?
Well, your charisma was 2, so I don't blame you for not being yourself.
Yeah, he didn't have the will to snort drugs.
That's the difference. Both of them lost their willpower. Nomcat lost the will to say no. Tokala lost the will to say yes. Different strokes.
That's right.
Okay, so Nomcath is on all 3 watches and will be exhausted and paranoid tomorrow. Great for you. Very happy for you. What an enjoyable combat.
Mentality. Mentality.
What a joyful combat that was for Nomcath. All right, we'll pause there. Good session. Lots of stuff dead or blown away.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, that's great. I loved your description of the forest coming to life and all that. That's awesome.
Oh, these things are terrifying, man. What a place to encounter them, too, in a thick forest. It's just their perfect ambush.
Seriously, that that Gassian swarm saved Nomcast's life.
That was a heroic rescue.
Oh.
I basically had maybe about a 12% chance of surviving the next round.
And I whipped that little bird twice just to get there. Just for him to get there, Croctaw took some licks.
Well, Nomcath was there for Croctaw underneath Torch when Croctaw was depressed, so Croctaw feels a little bit of attachment to Nomcath, unlike the rest of the party.
Well, that was a really good save.
Yeah.
We found out, as you might expect, that against tree monsters, flaming chainsaw very effective.
Yeah, I didn't have any flame spells.
Daggers, not
Apparently,
so much.
yeah,
where I can't do sneak attacks, not so much.
Yeah, wind's not too great on massive rooted trees.
Damn.
All right. Well, good session, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Next week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
Later.
Unfortunate.
Uh,
Okay, I'm just a bolty now. It's fine. All right. Yeah, I should.